Hi, I'm Chaplain Josh Tilley with the Iowa City Police Department, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to participate with us in honor of Police Week. This memorial was started in 1962 when John F. Kennedy signed a proclamation which designated May 15th as Peace Officer Memorial Day and the week in which that date falls as Police Week. In honor of those officers who have died in the line of duty, tens of thousands of law enforcement officers from all around the world come together in Washington, D.C. to honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. But in addition to recognizing those who have fallen, we also want to remember those officers who continue today to protect and serve day in and day out across our nation. Especially in times like this, we need to take time to not only remember, but honor all law enforcement as they regularly put their lives in danger to keep us all safe. Here are some words of support from all around our community.
Hello, I'm Captain Bill Campbell with the Iowa City Police Department. Currently, I have the privilege of serving as the department's interim chief of police, and I'm honored to speak to you today about the great men and women who serve our community as peace officers. We've been fortunate this past year. No peace officers in this area have lost their lives in the line of duty. Nationally, however, we've already seen 72 line of duty deaths since the beginning of 2020. If you have followed these numbers in past years, you aren't surprised by what you see. As in many years, automobile accidents and gunfire have claimed the lives of many officers. But unlike other years, a silent killer is responsible for 1/3 of these deaths. In the last 6 weeks, our nation has seen 24 coronavirus-related line of duty deaths, and thousands more have contracted COVID-19 while doing their job. Every day, more names are added to this list, and yet there is still so much more of the race to run. A little-known concept a few months ago, social distancing has become the first order of business for all of us. Wear your mask, stay 6 feet away from other people, self-isolate if you have a fever or symptoms of a cold, and no gatherings over 10 people. We can all recite these in our sleep, the things that we need to do to slow the virus. But for first responders, peace officers, firefighters, paramedics, well, it's just not that simple. You see, the drunk driver isn't wearing a mask. The person with an emergency medical issue already has a fever. The couple having an argument aren't focused on keeping 6 feet away from you. And the guy having the loud party, well, he has way more than 10 friends. Now more than ever, our peace officers must walk a fine line as they protect and serve those in their community, while keeping themselves safe and healthy as well. For those of you who wear the badge, thank you for your tireless service. We know that we ask a lot of you, we always do, and you are always there ready to take on the new challenges that are before us. Thank you for keeping us safe and for caring when others don't. Thank you for taking a stand for what is right even when it isn't the easy thing to do. We also want to thank your families for their support of you and the important work that you do. We know that they make sacrifices every day so that you are here for all of us. Lastly, I want to remind you to take care of yourself. Get enough sleep, stay in shape, hug your kids, and yes, wear that hot, uncomfortable mask. Talk to a friend when things don't make sense, and let your bosses know when things aren't working right, because we are counting on each and every one of you to stand in the gap when things get tough. Thank you.
It is an honor to say thanks during National Police Week to all Iowa City officers. Your continued commitment to serve our community is appreciated, especially during COVID-19. I see you frontline workers. I know the sacrifices you and your family make to ensure peace within our city. So for this, I say thank you for all that you do. To all officers who have lost their lives, I salute you today, and I will light a candle on March 15th in your honor. You are all heroes, and our lives are better because of you. National Peace Officers Memorial Day is a day we pause to acknowledge you, but we honor you beyond just one day. I am going to read a proclamation. Whereas in 1962, President John Kennedy set aside this week to pay tribute to the law enforcement officers of this nation, and to memorialize those who have fallen in the line of duty. And whereas the police officers and their support staff in Iowa City work with courage and dedication to enforce the laws fairly, to reduce crime and violence, and in general to improve the quality of life of everyone within our community. And whereas the dedicated men and women who have chosen law enforcement as a career often face unknown or extraordinary risk and danger in preserving our freedom and security. And whereas these women and men are fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, sons and daughters, and so we give gratitude to their families for supporting them and their career. And whereas officers of the Iowa City Police Department play a growing role as ones who promote harmony and mutual respect among citizens in an increasingly diverse population. And whereas we wish to give everyone an opportunity to appreciate and thank the men and women of the Iowa City Police Department who dedicate their lives to public service. Now therefore I, Bruce Teague, Mayor of Iowa City, do hereby proclaim the week of May 10th through 16th, 2020 to be National Police Week in Iowa City, and urge all citizens to participate fully in this observation. Thank you so much for all of your service, Iowa City Police Department.
Hi, my name is Rod Sullivan, and I'm the chair of the Johnson County Board of Supervisors. And I would like to take some time today on behalf of the whole Board of Supervisors, and for that matter, the 150,000 plus people of Johnson County, to say thank you to the men and women of our Johnson County Sheriff's Office for all their good work. We know that you folks do a very, very tough job, and it's particularly tough right now in light of the COVID disaster. We really appreciate all the work that you do, what you're doing out there, dealing with the public and dealing with this crisis, and we can't say enough good things about your work. We really look forward to being able to say thank you for this in person, but we're not there yet. We look forward to the time when we can do that. Meanwhile, keep up the great work, and thanks again.
Thank you again for taking the time to remember our fallen officers and honor those who continue to serve our communities. When you see an officer, thank them for their service, and have a great week.